Stand to MechWarriors, and welcome back to another episode of MegaMek as we get into the campaigns of the Striking Serpents. And last time, Cobra came back in style. They absolutely obliterated an entire force that was meant to destroy them. Like, they had a breakthrough attacker mission. You're not meant to fight that breakthrough attacker mission. Well, Cobra did, and Cobra killed everybody and captured 3 mechs. They did a phenomenal job demonstrating that, yes, in fact, they can hit the broadside of a barn when properly motivated, which they are today. Today, however, we are going to be fighting with Adder, the big stick of the Striking Serpents. Their assault mechs come in massive numbers.
Acquired.
Vanguard Mark 1 has just subscribed. Been with us for, Corbin gifted the sub to Vanguard, so thank you so much, Corbin. More love and hearts. Come on, people. Heartbeats, and just Urban Mech emotes in the chat, please, for Corbin's support of the channel. So, but yeah, so Adder's going to be coming on in. I do not see enough heartbeats. There we go. Now we're starting to see some. You've been gifted a sub, Vanguard. Congratulations. I think you may have the highest tier sub that I can actually like make badges for at this point. I'll have to look into that because I have like a whole ton of badges. A whole ton of badges. So anyway, Adderlance is currently doing a stand-up battle. That means that whatever enemy force they run into, they need to destroy half of it before they can move on. It's taking place on a fairly open field, which I suppose is exactly the sort of terrain that Adder wants to be on, given their proclivities for long-range energy weapons. So speaking of that, let's just get Jaeger all set up. Oh, Jaeger is the only one with missiles in this entire setup. I now have 3 stalkers to keep track of, and I struggled enough when I had to keep track of 2. You guys are mean. Absolutely cruel. How will I ever keep all of them straight? I know the 3 JJ is Vanguards, because he likes jump jets on his stalker. There's still a 9-month and a 1-year badge. Neat. Sprog, I believe, has a 1-year badge. It would show it if he didn't have, like, the first icon next to him. It's kind of sad, actually, because it's a nice badge. They're all nice badges. Alrighty then. So I suppose we're going to do exactly what Adder does, and that's just walk forward and shoot. I have jump jets and I have hopping jack. I will keep that in mind. Talik does not, though. Talik has a misery wannabe. He needs the Gauss rifle to actually build it. And you know, I think Endo Steel, but that's an argument for another day. Everybody walks. Oh wow, somebody walked into long range missile range. Whoosh. That's how we start things, with a whoosh. Yeah, that'll be it. Nobody else is quite within range. We're close, but unless you've got PPCs, you're not hidden. Let's go, damage hello. Yeah, it's the same bloody mech, it's just in a stalker. PM Mr. just 2, yep. I'm noticing that the Stalker 3 JJ is exactly the same as Hyperion was, just somewhat smaller. Oh, the versatility of that design. Although you do have melee weapons, so you do want to get relatively close. Whee! Across the open plains with heavy weapons we go. Alright, smaller with a battle computer. Yeah, that battle computer gives you 4 tons of weight. It's beautiful. It'll be down to 2 tons of weight once double heatsinks become like the norm, but it's still really good. A combat computer is just like the most broken stuff in the game. Hey, more people to hit with missiles. Maybe not. They're a little bit too evasive. How about you? I have you in LRM 10 range. That's not going to happen, is it? No, it's not. How about you, PPC range? Hey, that's twin 11s. Let's Warhammer it up here. Also got to remove damage hello. Bring that large laser up, but no shot here either. When did I build this? And finally the 3JJ, again, no range. But it's good. Fewer heat sinks, less armor, no battle fists or even arms to punch with. I'll say I'm increasingly seeing the lack of arms as a significant. Really? So you if I'm reading it, so I'm increasingly seeing the lack of arms as a significant downside. It's damn hard to get up. Yep. Yeah, that's definitely one of the major downsides. Hey, the Atlas actually managed to hit it. K-Ogre nailing the assassin in the center torso, bringing him down to 2 armor. So that's good. Falling over is a big problem. It can be. We have some really good pilots, but it can be a real big problem. God, this is good. Okay. Now that I have ingested more water, I can speak more freely, sort of ish. Alright, that wasp and that cicada I would like to meet very grisly ends, if I can manage it. I can jump, but I don't see much of a point. I'll be down in a valley, so it gives me even less range. You have me, and the company seems to be cursed with bad piloting rules. Yeah, sometimes it can get really rough when I'm looking at you guys and saying, like, why do you do this to me? Why do you give me such pain? My piloting is good enough, though I have issues if I get gyro hits. Gyro hits are the murder of so many mechs. It's the worst crit to get. I would argue that a gyro hit is worse than an engine crit, because an engine crit is +7 heat every turn. But you can manage that. You can leave. A gyro hit? That can take away your ability to leave the situation, which is obviously less than good. Looks like we need to get in nice and close with these guys. Drag this down so I've got my weapons all nice and stacked properly. Yeah, this ain't gonna hit. Quad medium laser plus the SRM follow-up. You, on the other hand, can fire a PPC into his face, which sounds like a really nice idea. Follow that up with a couple of... with a medium laser, and we'll leave... Oh wait, no, I should have fired that SRM. Kyogre not having a target there, but Kyogre can twist somewhat and fire a PPC into his back, which may work. None of the other weapons are capable of making that turn. You have walked into the range of twin PPC magic, so I'm going to use that instead of leaning on the AC-20, because the AC-20, while fantastic, is of limited ammunition, so I would like to keep that intact. Alright, JJ is going to open fire with all of its medium lasers, and still has 3 heat to spare. Huh. Oh well. Fire. So, the Vindicator, our friendly Vindicator, hits the Cicada in the left arm, blowing that to tiny little pieces. The Atlas missing most of his shots, does hit with one of the SRMs. Stalker PM comes along, hits that Jenner with a PPC, blows off that left arm entirely. And then a whole bunch of missing. Jenner hits the Atlas with 3 of his medium lasers and his SRM-4. A little bit rough. Both PPCs from the Stalker 20C missing entirely. Cicada opens fire on the Stalker as well, hits him with 2 medium lasers, so we are getting kind of lit up here. However, Vanguard comes in and blows off the left torso and otherwise leaves him intact. He does stay standing, but he is missing half of a mech. So, positive, I guess? I will admit I'm a little surprised he's still standing, but hey, could be worse. Would like to get a line of sight on you people so I can start murdering you more easily. That's what the Jaeger does. I'm going for 2 piloter next. Interesting. The Cicada is having a fun day. The Cicada walked into an assault lance. He gets what he deserves. Like, what were you expecting? Let me just la-di-da zip into the middle of all of these assaults and it'll be perfectly fine, right? Wrong. When we come to play, we play for keeps. I really do need to get in amongst them to start really laying down the hurt on this. How's the 2020 New Game Plus going for people? Hey, it's 2021. We are out of it. Kamikaze and Assault Lance and a Cicada. You get what you deserve. Cicadas can be phenomenal, like little long-range snipers. You give them like a Rack 5 or a PPC, you put them on the edge, and then they're just zipping along. They're getting Mod 3 all the time at maximum range, just plinking away. It's brilliant. It's beautiful. It's everything you want in battle. I will admit, though, the one thing I'm really looking forward to showing up sometime soon in 2020 is the next stable release for MegaMek, because there were a lot of changes. So right, JD, sitting the entire line, find out low terrain to get 50% cover, just moving left and right for evasion. It would be interesting, but first I need to get enough of them coming in towards me. The Phoenix Hawk is probably the most dangerous thing here. The Griffin does have long-range fire control. The Shadowhawk is Shadowhawk, so ignore him. But the Assassin, really all of this, we could just sort of cannonball and not really care. That's kind of what I'm leaning into. Because it's Adder, and what does Adder do? Adder wrecks shit, that's right. Fire all that, and we done. You are also going to join in on the PPC fun, plus the missiles, whoosh. And be done there at perfect heat. Assassin decided to step into range of Kyogre. This was a poor decision. Oh, he's got 6s to hit. 4 on the laser, then 6s on the mediums. Oh, your mech is too cool. Why is your mech so cool? You have 6 heat left. Fire a PPC. Where are you getting 6 heat from? I must have missed something. MegaMek's barely in the weight class that they're in struggle, especially 40 tonners. Yeah, 40 tonners just get the shortest stick because you're just at this absolute raw spot where you have no tonnage, no protection, and no real anything. It is really tragic. If you want the hard luck class, it's the 40-ton class. At least the 45 tonners have the Phoenix Hawk in them. But other than that, it's just, you're kind of screwed. Oh, I saw Gyro. No, Gyro. He's dead. Adder, who sent all these babies to fight? Pretty much. It's so cool that I built it that way. When it's face wrecking time, Bulwark has the heat to do it. This is true. Bulwark can lose a couple of PPCs and still keep going. Yes, I believe the Jenner to be dead. Atlas taking a little bit of light damage, as it do. Phoenix Hawk hitting the center torso. Ooh, the Phoenix Hawk actually getting involved. Would have hit the Atlas in the head, but re-rolled. So into the center torso. Stalker hits the center torso on the Whitworth. More damage on that. That's quite a bit of damage on the Whitworth I was not expecting. He managed to nail 3 9 rolls by rolling 9. What? Is this... Wait a second. The PM, is that you, Pyro? Pyro, are you in the PM or the 20C? I can never remember, because I think Talik's in the 20C, right? That's why it does not build heat. Only the PPC's medium. Pyro's in the 20C. Okay, so this is Talik. Talik managing to roll 3 9s in a row. It reminds me of like when you play D&D, there was an optional rule that we had that if you rolled 3 20s in a row for a critical attack, you instantly killed whatever you were fighting. It was basically Vorpal Sword Light. I don't have missiles. Ah, okay. We built Bulwark to have either heat, have the heat either PPC and large laser or full normal with large laser and medium laser. Yes, Talik is very good. Shadowhawk does hit us with an LRM-5. The Atlas turns around and hits that assassin with a large laser. And then, yeah, Kyogre hits something important. Something very important. So that last ditch, screw it, I have the heat anyway, throw in a PPC, sets off the ammunition and kills him entirely. Now that's what you call luck. What was fire for the Jenner? Missing and hitting a little bit. He's mostly focused on Jaeger. Stalker 20C, so this is Pyro. Pyro coming in with an AC-20. That just sets off the ammunition immediately and he's gone. Just completely gone. Oh, it's beautiful. You guys are beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. I love it. Assassin, whatever an assassin's gonna do. Stalker hitting the... Yeah, the Jenner's already dead. Speaking of both of the Atlases took more than 20 damage, but both of them remain standing. Both of them with rolls of 6s. What is going on here? You guys are actually doing shit. Why? I don't mind it, but I'm impressed. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. So, yeah, you've ejected because your mech is in flames. So I'm going to go pick you up. Just to, like, remove you from the equation. Wait, is that cicada behind us? What? Wow. Talk about speed, man. Talk about speed. So remember how we were all like, oh yeah, the cicada is going to die. He's still around. RNG is set us up for something horrible, I just know it. I mean, there was a nuclear bomb that recently went off. That was pretty horrible. Let's see. It's just not enough to get evasion with. Still, it has been expressed a desire to remain back. So let's try hull downing it with some stalkers. The stalker to me seems like a fairly decent mech to hull down with. How did that cicada not die charging? I know, right? It's like, what are you still doing? How are you still here? Right there. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, you've got cover where you are. I mean, you're not getting any bonus by doing that, so just, I guess, hold down, see what happens. But yeah, I was expecting that cicada to be in pieces. He's clearly not. I'm very concerned. Just charge me forward and use the chimp chits I have because I have them. We'll get there. We'll get there. But in the meantime, Talik happens to be like ramming in. Look at this. This is like artillery fodder right here. This right here is just exactly where I want to start dropping bombs and cluster bombs of all kinds. Cluster Inferno bombs. Oh, imagine the joy that is Cluster Inferno. Just setting fire to the entire map. We could do it. You and I together, we could do this. can save this world. I don't think I'm going to be able to boot his head off, unfortunately, due to, you know, unfortunate strategic positionings. Hello, missiles, and you're done. Sure, throw the medium lasers, because why not? And then you are in a perfect position to engage him. Not quite with that. You do have a medium laser follow-up with an SRM-6 and an SRM-6, and at that point I'm +3, so that's fine. I brought you here so that you could absolutely murder face the Wasp. Be a 9 over there, so yeah, let's see what happens when we try and murder face you. 7s. I like 7s. 7s are very nice. How many medium lasers am I missing out on? 1? 1 to be at +4? Yeah, that's good. Can I please get Inferno LRMs as my Christmas gift? Theoretically, taking 50% less damage to cover seems super valuable. You need a lot of evasion to make yourself 50% harder to hit. Not to mention that you're more accurate for yourself. I don't actually think it's 50%. Like, so hear me out in my thought process, because I don't actually fully understand how the cover system in this game works. Does it only apply when you hit the legs? If you're standing in cover like this? Because this is something that's been bugging me, because I've been trying to actually figure out how to get hull down and how not to be. Because you're right, anything that will give you a 50% damage reduction is gigantic. Because it's so good. And trying to get that level of evasion where you can get that, you would need to move at least an evasion mod 2? Well, okay, you're already at 50%, so 2 or 3. To the wonderful people who gave me Battletech, thank you for the 2,600 hours of fun. Wow! Gray, you are a monster! Not like a bad thing, but like 2,600 hours of Battletech. That is a thing. That right there is an accomplishment of humanity. You should tell that to Ek. Narrow profile? Narrow profile is one of the greatest quirks. It gives you immediately a +1 difficulty to be shot at, which is just beautiful. So, if you can narrow profile yourself, you are in very happy places. Lasers. Lots of lasers. Let's see, I'm 26, which means I'm -3. This would put me at +5 on the nose, but we're moving into cover anyway, so yeah, throw in an extra laser. Vindicator, missing his shots. Griffin managed to hit the Atlas Kyogre with a LRM-10. The Atlas Jaeger gets... Oh wow, you actually did manage to hit with an alarm. Good job. He's managing to hit targets, and then he rolls 2 7s when he needed 8s. Stalker PM not doing so well with any of his rolls. Kind of to be expected. I mean, they are hard rolls. Shadowhawk not really accomplishing much either. Stalker does get hit in the head, and this is the 20C. However, he does reroll it with his edge. There is, however, 0 edge remaining in this battle. Kyogre then fires at the Wasp, blows off his left leg. That's going to cripple him pretty badly. And Stalker 20C firing a PPC at the Shadowhawk. Misses one, hits the other. The 3 jump jet. Wow, had pretty decent luck and then misses the large laser. Shadowhawk succeeds in staying standing, but the Wasp does not, and the Wasp rolls the 2, and he's down. The Shadowhawk got 50% cover. Okay, let's look at this to try and understand. We wish to learn, and learning comes from stopping, taking a step back, taking a deep breath, and looking to see what the hell is going on. Okay, so medium laser, miss. Medium laser hits, rolls 7. Hits to hit the center torso using partial cover, horizontal 50% table. I gotta look that table up. I probably shouldn't do it right now, but Battletech partial cover table. Partial cover. This article from Sarna Battletech Wiki is part of the Phantom Purge there. The content was altered with some of the formatting changes. When a mech is behind partial cover, whether submerged or because I should put this on screen, I think. Tell me if I shouldn't have it on screen. So when a mech is behind partial cover, whether submerged or because of a level 1 hill, the attacker receives no modifiers because of the cover. The -1 of the target being in water still applies if applicable. Instead, when rolling on the 2 hit tables, any hit location that would ordinarily strike a leg misses instead. Optionally, if the partial cover modifier, which is no longer being counted, would have made the shot impossible, then the unit still cannot fire. The change in how partial cover works. In older editions, partial cover was a +3 to hit modifier, and hit locations were rolled on the punch location table. This made partial cover very efficient at long range, but at short range you were punished for taking partial cover, because 16% of the attacks hit you in the face rather than the usual 2%. Under the new Total Warfare rules, partial cover is a +1 to hit modifier, but you use the standard to hit location chart, and any hits rolled against legs become misses. This makes partial cover far more evenly effective across all range brackets. That is fascinating, and yes, lol at the 16% headshots. That's also why Simbri is so gosh darn effective, because he uses the punch table whenever he uses his blades. So, partial cover means any hits to the legs are misses, and a +1 to be shot at in general. That's really interesting, and I'm really happy that we took the time to learn that, because that, wow, just that +1 makes it phenomenal. Ooh. Yeah, I'm glad we took the time. Thank you, Smirk. Alrighty. So, one, we have a fantastic idea of how to protect ourselves, especially our slow mechs, which struggle to get up to speed. You have to move 5 in order to get a +2. So, if we're only moving 3 and we get to partial cover, I mean, that's a +2 right there, which is very good. So, Wasp Pilot is down. Should we start taking trenches? No, but we know what we're going to be doing from now on when it comes to taking cover from shit. Alright, we're going to pick up the Mech Warrior, no problem right there. And what are we down to? They're down to 61%. We almost got this fight in the bag. Here comes the reinforcements. But yeah, I don't want to move him because he's already a +1 to hit. And like, what can you shoot? Ooh, that's a lot of stuff you just can't hit right now. But I still don't want to move. Well, this will protect you from this direction, which is where they all are. I wonder how the branching out and determining how your partial cover works. I'm going to dig more into that. Plus the perks traits makes it more shaky stick is my favorite silly thing from that. I don't think I saw where it could you show it again where it said that? Absolutely. So in the clarification section, under the new Total Warfare rules, partial cover is a +1 to hit modifier, but you use the standard hit location chart, and any hits rolled against the legs become misses. So that's where I'm getting the +1 to be hit from. The attacker receives no modifier. So the attacker receives no modifier because of the cover. Instead, when rolling, optionally the partial cover, which is no longer being counted, would have made the shot impossible. Ooh. But at the same time, the mechanics up here, this seems contradictory. It might be a change in rule. So it's partial cover ruled in Total Warfare. The house rule is no longer needed, and data has been incorporated. So let's see, Total Warfare. I hope I don't get in trouble for showing this. So let's check. Now we're going to the book. Now we're going to the book. If I understand what you were that you were speed talking earlier, MegaMek is a tool for a DM to simulate things for a game session he's running. MegaMek is a tool to play the original game, period. So this is the original tabletop Battletech that we're playing right now. MekHQ allows you to allows you to basically run a company, and does all the spreadsheet work that you would normally do and handles all this right here. So if you are a DM and you're running a game like this, yes, it's a fantastic resource. If you just want to play Battletech, it's a fantastic resource. Really, MegaMek is just, it's gorgeous. Page 102. Thank you. All right, so I want 102. Oof. That's not it, but that's because it's probably not numbered properly. Where's the numbers? 99, 101, this must be 102. Partial cover mech only. Only a standing mech can receive partial cover from terrain, even though large support vehicles, grounded small craft, and grounded dropships rise more than a single level above the underlying terrain. To receive partial cover, a mech must be adjacent to a hex, one level higher than the level of the underlying hex it occupies. So if I'm on level 1, the hex next to me that's giving me partial cover needs to be level 2. For example, the mech standing at level 0 terrain is at level 2. Wait, what? To receive partial cover, a mech must be adjacent to a hex one level higher than the level of the underlying hex it occupies, and the hex must lie between it and the attacking unit. For example, a mech standing on level 0 terrain is at level 2 for determining line of sight. An adjacent hex level 1 lying between the attacker and the target will provide partial cover. Okay, that's what that means. The firing unit must also have an LOS equal, or so just need LS in order to do this. In other words, an attacker firing downhill, regardless of how many hexes lie behind the attack on the target, negates the target partial cover. So height gives you advantages. The intervening level can be a hill, building, blah blah blah, a dropship, or any combination. Partial cover does not block line of sight, but adds a +1 modifier to the attacker's number. The attack is then resolved normally, but if it hits the location... Okay, so the +1 is there. The only height of vehicles protomechs never benefit from partial cover. A mech does not receive partial cover from woods. I love this game so much. I know it's so dumb, but I love this game so much. You can join just now as an aerospace pilot in mech review. Alrighty. Well, damn VTOL pilot, dude. Dude, your VTOL's great. I need to come up with a way of getting you into battles. And the only way, because I feel very odd just putting like a single unit into a fight. I want to put some sort of support on top of that. But at the same time, you've written yourself to being like a support transport pilot. So it's, I don't quite know how to implement unit battle, but that's an argument for another time at the moment. We have people to slay now that we've gone through the rules. But yes, this would be between me and you, because this will give me cover from here and out here. That'll give me partial cover from this direction, just not from him. I stick with Samurai, it's painful enough to get. It's painful enough to get. And there are those with an ETA to prime time, gathered enough dust. I'd like to get back to work. Yeah, so this position is just really strong. Like, I could get a +1 for moving, or I could stand still and get a +1 and do nothing. Which, and the bonus on that just gets even bigger because I don't take the -1 or the +1 for moving or the +2 for running. It's just, I love it. So did Tarek enable a cover rule this stream? That's the normal rule in Total Warfare, I believe. Time to build a mech with no leg armor, which fields and trenches never done anything. I can do a 9-style helicopter pilot. Yes, you can. Which, story-wise, is very, very easy to incorporate you. There's a max number of servers you can join? What? I don't believe so. But you're mobile and prone and probably dead soon-ish. I'm just going to get you up to cover. There's a Pegasus over here that I want to beat the crap out of. So we'll slide in right there. I'll have... Yes. Oh, you're about to enter a world of hurt, son. This is level 2, right? Level -1, level 0, level 1. Okay, so I won't quite be in a place that I want to be in for you, but I will be in a fun spot. Jump here. Turn. I have the vultures drop on top of him. Oh no, I should have moved you right behind because I can't get Vanguard right behind him. I'm in 8 servers, 1 is my own. Wait, there's a limited number of Discord servers? No, no way, I don't believe that. I have tons of Discord servers that I'm a part of. Mostly with other stuff. Find one you haven't visited in a year and leave it. I'm in over 20 servers, so you're not close. Yeah, I've got a ton of servers that I keep track of. Like the Axonar one, a couple of different mod servers. 1419 is perfect for me, double kick for the win. He's not, I don't think he's actually at double kick level. Oh, you mean here? Yeah, that's what we were going to end up trying to do, because I don't want to be down here and get kicked in the face. That would just be painful for no reason. I'm going to make sure also that you're turned to face the wall like a bad little child, also to prevent you from getting shot in the back. You can only have 100. I have maxed out on multiple times. This is a true story. Really? Wow. First of all, 100 Discord servers. That's incredible. And 2, I had no idea there was an actual limit to it. So often someone in the Axonar Discord, though, feels like, is this Discord dead? And the answer is, kind of. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Alright, let's just lob some missiles at a scimitar and see if we can't turn it into slag. You are not in a position to actually shoot anybody except for the incoming reinforcements, which is not a bad thing. Nail you with a whole bunch of missiles. 21 of 16, yeah, we're already torching. If it were up to me, I would add population limits too. Wait, no way. That would be stifling for small communities like ours. Because we have over 300 people that are on our Discord right now. There are 300 members of our Discord, and we're a tiny community. Is Discord for game info mostly if you play a lot of different games using Mecha? Just one Discord. I keep telling myself you should leave this Discord. And I will admit it is the Iron Harvest Discord, because it's like they ping you all the time. But the Iron Harvest Discord, like, constant pings. It's like, please stop. Hi there, I've got an AC-20 and your head is looking like a mighty fine place to hang that hat. And buzzsaw. I will take a +3. Yeah, that's not a problem. It's 250,000 for regular servers and 500, or is that dollar? 250 or 250,000? Use Discord for a game. Oh, yeah. That is a big number. Speaking of big numbers, the Vindicator hit that wasp, needed a 1. Oh yeah, because he's unconscious and on the ground. It's like, wait a second, how are you getting that? This is an amazing Vindicator pilot. Let's see, Jaeger misses with the first shot, hits the second, and does hurt the driving rolls, then makes him immobile, and then blows him up. I love it. So Jaeger taking the Scimitar out of the fight right away. Griffin comes in, lobbing some missiles at Nalus, does not connect. The Phoenix Hawk also does not connect with most of his fire. He misses large laser again, which is important for us. Stalker, PPC, the Pegasus misses LRM-10, but the other LRM-10 does hit and makes him immobile, which makes him a sitting duck target. Saracen comes in, fires the Atlas, but who cares? Shadowhawk shooting at the Atlas and does hit us with an AC-5, which is unfortunate. K-Ogre then comes in and rips on that Griffin quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 hits. One of those being a large laser. That'll force a test on that one. Pegasus is, yeah, not doing so hot. I mean, he did hit us with one of his SRM-6s, but still. Stalker shoots at the Shadowhawk with an AC-20, blows that apart. So Pyro coming in hard and harsh. And then Vanguard coming in for that follow-up and opening up the left torso entirely. AC-5 has now been crit. Damage transfer into the right torso, continuing the travel. The Shadowhawk drops the pilot, taking multiple head hits because his random drop hit him in the head. So that brought him up to 3 hits in total. Holy crap. And then he blacks out. Do they do the add everyone thing? Because yes, they do. It's killing me. The add here things. I like it when I can hit the AC-20. When you hit that AC-20, it hurts a lot. But the Shadowhawk pilot is now unconscious. Aim for the head. Right leg destroyed, left arm destroyed. Oh no, that's a Vindicator. So we killed his left arm, but we didn't take out a leg. Center torso rear is almost out as well. One of the pilots is successful in waking up. That is him over here. So I'm pretty happy with where I'm standing. I've already made you immobile. The Saracen's going to be coming forward, but as long as they're hiding behind that rock, the Jaeger is very happy to be where he is, as is Talik, because Talik's just going to do that. Kyogre's pretty happy too. Come at me, bro. Time for some head drilling? Yep. Surgery. The Hawk ain't getting back up, it has no arms. I'm trying an armored infantry-centric match. Armor can be very effective if used correctly. There is no denying that. Armor is very good under the right specific circumstances. It just can be really hard to get those circumstances to all line up properly. But when you do, oh, it's just gorgeous. Because you annihilate things. Part of it is 1, knowing what to bring. 2, knowing where to put it. 3, knowing what terrain not to fight on. My tiger just popped a harasser. Nice! Tigers are fun. Now, are you using an old school tiger or are you using like the new tech tigers? I'm actually going to leave you here because it's nice and safe. Reasonably. Like, Gauss rifle or AC-10 is basically the question. I must admit, I am strongly attracted to Patton tanks and Rommel tanks. Those 2 tanks alone. Also, they're ice variants too, which I cannot for the life of me remember the name of it at the moment. I love those tanks a lot. First of all, they look good. And second of all, they've got a nice mix of weaponry that is very effective. Alrighty, it's time to rain on your parade. Thank you for coming out of the wherever you were. Bazooka. And you similarly can twist. And you did not get away nearly as well as you probably thought that you did. Could shoot you for 9s or you for 9s. How about a medium laser? Would you like to play? That's an 8. I like the sound of that. Pop a pair of SRMs on him and enjoy the ride. Old school AC-10? Yes. I mean, there's only 3 mechs on the field. You can take them. We believe in you. Our target 2, PPC, large laser. The medium lasers would be 6s. I'm kind of attracted to continuing to just fire these PPCs because the accuracy was good. But 2, they do almost as much damage. I'm gonna leave it like that. You. Let's get Pyro in on this action somewhere. Pyro really can't get in on the action because we don't kill unarmed civvies. Alright, aim for the head. Always remember, folks, that Zydrate comes in a little glass vial. And we will attempt to needle his head off. Atlas hitting the button. You guys keep going for the head. It's becoming a bit of a problem. YouTube cutscene? Yep, after the battle. This battle is not going like super long, so we'll probably have a cut in the battle. Yep, there's a Shadowhawk head removed by critical laser surgery. Doesn't look like anything else was damaged on it. And the Griffin falls down after being barraged and breaks his left arm, which is excellent. 1 damage to the center receiver. Hey, that's victory. See, 55%. Do we need a salvage trial? We do not. Do we control the battlefield? We absolutely do. Everybody is undamaged. 2 are mine, both 20-ton bugs, and the Alpha 4 has a commando. Yeah, using mechs as spotters is not a bad idea. Also as bait. Lots of bait. We'll take the Shadowhawk. I do not like Shadowhawks. I've mentioned this on many occasions. But aside from missing his left and right arms, which Shadowhawks don't really use anyway, I mean, we can put it back together. And we can turn it into something good because it's got Battle Fists. Like, Ubiquitous plus Battle Fists is, that right there is a good solid combo of quirks. I'm not a huge fan. I really do not like this mech. But I can turn it into something. But we'll keep that. I don't need a Wasp. Oh, this is the picture of the Wasp I'm using. Oh, that's adorable. And then the Cicada got away. I do not have a Cicada picture? What is this insanity? I must fix that. Beating Song. Yeah, also got away. But hey, other than that, not bad. Pick up another mech. More for our hoarding ranks. The Pegasus Scout was picked off by the PM. And the Wasp was picked off by Ogre. Then the Bulwark. Alrighty, that's a lot of stuff. Personally, I don't mind Shadowhawks. I know there's a lot of people who really like Shadowhawks, which is why I always say like I'm one of the weird ones who does not like them. But there's a lot of people who like Shadowhawks. I just can't stand them. They're so normal and they're so bad. I'm not fond of Shadowhawks. They're jacks of all trade, masters none. There's a lot of 55-ton mechs like that, but the problem is your equipment is one of the crappiest versions. So really, you're a mini Atlas. You have a medium laser. So the Atlas has 4 medium lasers. You have an LRM 5. The Atlas has an LRM 20. You have no SRM. The Atlas has an SRM 6. You have an AC 5, which it's the worst gun in game. The Atlas has an AC 20. Like it reminds me of being a mini Orion, and the Orion is just a mini Atlas. My dad's a big. Oh wait, no, you have an SRM 2, don't you? Right. LRM 5, SRM 2, medium laser, AC 5. You are a mini Orion, which makes you a mini Atlas. So Shadowhawks have weak weapons. They are weak weapons. They're garbage. They're absolute garbage. Like there is very little saving the Shadowhawk. Let's turn on some repair bays. Diamondback for once does not need a repair bay. It's going to be Cobra and Adder's Bay. Think we can patch up. We'll refit server. Yep. That makes a scary amount of sense. Yup. The standard Shadowhawk is a mini Orion, which is a mini Atlas. And I did not notice that the Orion was just a mini Atlas until Simbri pointed it out. So, but yeah, I do not like the mech. Oh yeah, we have that Jaeger we're patching up. Now, the greatest thing about this is that you guys have done such a great job that a lot of this is just reloading ammo and stuff. So y'all should be proud of yourselves. You did a great work. The Stalker Ember did take a little bit of a battering, but I have people who can work on that. 6, 3, 7. The Shadowhawk, yeah, so. AC5, LRM 5, SRM 2, medium laser. Although it does have 3 jump jets. Crown Sea Pilot one, I know. I liked them for a very long time. And then there was something that was, I kind of started looking at it differently. I was like, huh, I don't think I like the Orion all that much. The Orion was Karenski's favorite ride and was the one he called. And he was the one who called for a 100-ton Atlas build. No coincidence there. Exactly. Coincidence? I think not. Come on. It's a 10-minute repair. You can do it. I believe in you. 20 minutes left. The Lightning only needs a really quick load up. Actually, all of my aerospace fighters only needed a very quick load up. This was great. This is the Griffin 1N T75. Patch you up nice and good, or at least try to. At least it's a newer Griffin, so it doesn't have quite as many negatives to try and fix it. But there is that. They're still struggling on fixing it, but... Patch, 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 patch. There we go. Grass Chopper just needs a couple of armor plates. Grand Dragon, a few more armor plates. Flint, no. Catapult, no. Cataphract, no. Bulwark! Bulwark needs a lot of armor plates. Let's be real here. It did exactly its job and nothing less. Which is exactly what Bulwark does, just in general. Ah yes, Jaeger's Atlas requiring lots of ammo reloads. We can pass off onto our greeny techs. They can't fail, but they still roll. And and every time you get a 2 or a 12, you get an experience point as a mech tech. Tarek the Orion is not so much as a mini Atlas and more of its small brother. At least I didn't lose my avionics again. I know, it's great. It's been wonderful. Alright, good night, Sproke. Thanks for swinging on by. Did you remember to order the 1,000 tons of armor? We have 973 points available, so yes. Bulwark and shots a lot and holds line in build spaces. Alrighty, there was a couple of mechs I was working on. The MegaMek being one of them. You'll notice all of the replacement parts I'm trying to shove into it, because it's just been a nightmare to put back together. We're probably not going to keep it. I mean, it's not bad to have an air defense mech. You know, sort of given our universal experience. I do not have a mech head. I shall have to order all of these pieces. I do have a couple of additional parts, but nothing too serious. I wish I could... Nope, don't do that. Wish I still had a button that says like order multiples of each thing, because I know you're gonna screw it up. Seriously, putting limbs on is just not an easy task for anybody in my company at the moment. They all fail at it. Although, I should be changing all these to a maintenance facility. We only have 1,000 left. With the 4,000 we ordered. Derek has a beard now. I think I've been away for quite a while. Hey, Queegee! Yes, I am sporting a beard. I don't quite know why I decided to wear... Actually, no, I think I do. I know exactly why I decided to start wearing the beard. And it's because we had a Zoom meeting on Thanksgiving. One, I despise Zoom. I think Zoom is a horrific thing, but hey, that's what everybody wanted to use. So we had a Thanksgiving family Zoom call, and I looked terrible in it. I was like, maybe if I cover some of that crap up. And here it is. I suggested to the boss that he order 10,000 tons of armor. How are we going to transport that when we leave Beetlejuice in 2 months? Let's see, what else have we got? Shadowhawk needs parts. Rifleman. Rifleman is mostly together. Hey, Queegee, go fix it. Hey, you did it too. Nice work. That Rifleman just needs its left torso put back together, or patched up actually, and it will be out of my bay. This Otzel needs work. The Catapult needs work, but I can't work on it because it's a head. The Cataphract needs a decent amount of work too. Also needs a head. So let's get my elite people. Ooh, 3. Let's hold it. And you need a 5 for this. I don't want to mess up fixing actual parts, so I'm going to make this take 3 times as long to make it almost impossible to fail. It's still possible to fail, don't get me wrong. We could still screw this up something major. But I don't want it to fail. So I'm going to throw as much as I can at it. Oh wow, you actually have decent chances of fixing things here. So this is a great mech to apparently train my technicians to fix. Anybody have a really... Hey, perfect, 5-minute repair time. Put the Cataphract together because I like Cataphracts. They're cool mechs. If I could grow a decent beard, it would look like the guys from ZZ Top. Just like use Skype or something. Hey, I'm on board that train. I'm all with you. Give me Skype. Heck, I'm even willing to try out Windows Meetings, which has an icon right here. You can't see it, but I can. I know a streamer by the name of Jax Mackey. His beard makes him look like ZZ Top. Nice. I don't know if I'll be able to grow it that big. I've got a brother who he started growing his beard a couple of years ago, and he looks like Ryan Fitzpatrick. So, the football player. Just a huge, massive beard. So I have some hope. But I was always like, clean shaven is the way to go. And now I'm like, hey, screw it. Let's just see what happens. I'm kind of enjoying it so far, though, I will admit. Everybody to work on this so that they're all got their schedules all tied together. Put this thing back together. And I'll have a cataphract to show off to people. Perfection. Tuesday is over. I have unmaintained units. Alright, because we captured a whole shoot ton of units. Alright, assign tech. Tiggy, more repair stuff. Assign tech, give it to Boria. Oh wow, we're out of green techs. This is wonderful. Assign tech. That should be everybody. Tuesday has become Wednesday. There's no missions on Wednesday. Hey, look at the cataphract almost fully cleaned up. Nice job, everybody. Catapult head hasn't come in. The Clint I'd rather not work on at the moment. I also don't have a picture for a Clint. If everybody knows of a cool looking picture for a Clint, let me know. Because I want to, you know, put one in my game, except I haven't found any. Add in them brand new AC-10s, or AC-5s. I need a replacement AC-2, because we broke it. We don't normally use these parts, which is why we don't have them. AC-2s are, after all, pretty bad in mech-on-mech combat. My beard's bipolar because I let it go for a bit and then shaved off. I'm a low maintenance sort of guy. How close are we to returning to the field? You specifically? Where's Shell? 11 days. 2 weeks. That's broke as a glorious spear. I've never actually seen his face. He is a man of mystery. Man of mystery and intrigue. Otzel. I like the Otzel more than... How's our rifle doing? 660 minutes. Oh, that might be bugged. If that has 660 minutes tomorrow, that's bugged and I'll have to fix it manually. Alright, I like Shadowhawks more than I like Clint's. So let's make sure that we don't break it. And hey, if worse comes to worse, we sell it. That, hey, beautiful. Fix that, hey, beautiful. That was a risk. That was a risk. I'm not gonna risk that though. That's a 2. You can't fail it. Like this is just gonna... Where's 30? Wait, who? Like a tech or a mech word? No. Yes, that's Hagen-Thomas. Hagen-Thomas missed it by 1! By 1! I would deem you a Clint photo and a Whitworth. I have a good Whitworth. But yes, I would very much appreciate a Clint. Because this Whitworth is actually pretty sweet. I know it's like shaky line drawing, but I kind of gained a new appreciation of the Whitworth after finding this photo. Yes, Corbin, by 1. By 1. Let's see. You are regular. Ooh, Shadow Wolf I think is leveled up. Yeah, Shadow Wolf is leveled up. Any regular with 20 XP has leveled up. Any veteran with 40 has leveled up. So, good job on Shadow Wolf. Talik is a 20. Is Talika a regular? I believe Talik is a veteran. Where's Rockfist Kupinski? Yeah, Talik could get a level up on his piloting. So he is there. That is true. Xanthopus needs 40 entirely. We'll do this later. I mainly need to get us through to the next mission. And I'm spending a lot of time like not doing it properly. Why did we put an AC-5 into this thing? Why did we ruin a perfectly good mech? Like the quirks on the Shadowhawk are really not that bad, but the weapon loadout is just phenomenally stupid. Oh, the head came in. Yeah, work on that head. Put it back together properly. I just hear pneumatic guns all the time. Whenever I click a repair button, I can't help but like instinctively hear the sound of a pneumatic gun just going off. Can't help it. Other video games have trained me well, and you know, real life, sort of. Put all the armor back on. Yeah, that Shadowhawk's almost done. Rifle money can't touch. Odsel needs a center torso patch job. That's gonna keep Fred busy for a couple of days. Fred's got a job to do. Would you like to repair a fusion reactor? Throw you in on that. Let's see. So, welcome back. We did not cut for YouTube yet. Woodworth has two bad quirks, or at least it used to be. One that made the replacement parts harder to find, and another one that could cause like actuator to fail. What is this real life you mentioned? Real life. A world outside that. Okay, so he's working on it 15 minutes at a time. Oh, that's gonna take him a while. So it's a bit of a side project for him now. I will probably, though, have another tech work on it later. Fix that right arm and don't break it. Odsel, we're working on 6 to repair that right arm. That's a little dangerous for me. Because I don't want to rip off the arm and put it back together. Kind of my main concern here. Oh crap. Gyro repairs are always a pain. I do not know why the gyro is the hardest thing to fix on a mech. Like, I kind of get it, I think. But at the same time, I look at it and it's like, you are way too hard. Oh, you broke it. Good job. Now we need a new large laser. Luckily, I think I have replacements because you guys use a lot of them. Use a lot of large lasers. Not as many as medium lasers, to be fair. You guys go through medium lasers like candy. Hard to even keep in stock. Is that everything? That's everything I can work on. These Jaeger. Still waiting for that AC, for that thing to come in. Patch the arm. That's with extra time. There, the Clint. I don't want to work on a Clint. Hey, replacement head. Go put that together. I am not putting a green mech tech on any of that. Woodworth has rugged plus weak legs. Ah. Yes, Gridgy, you're still alive. I mean, you're right here. You are an elite mech tech, I might add. Find it informative that most of the non-melee custom mechs have converged to large laser PPC and every available medium laser. Most of them have, this is true. We have one person, I think it's fairly certain that it's just Pyro running an AC-20. Could be wrong on that though. Could be very wrong on that. Patch that. You can do that patch job too. SRMs. Place standard cockpit. There we go. Place some arms. Order more. Don't do that. I hate that button. I don't want to use that button. That's a terrible button to use. I need more upper arm actuators. The 55-ton range. This is a lot of what I do normally after streams. However, we have a mission between now and after stream, so that's why we're going through this first. Because I'm not going to leave Boa hanging, and I sure as heck can't afford to not fix things. Person and torso. And you can work on a fusion reactor. Hey, you did it. Good job. Since you did such a good job on the fusion reactor, fix his gyro. All battles tomorrow. We're almost there. GM fixes the small mistakes. It can. I'm not in a bleeding hurry, though, to get a rifleman on the field. So, kind of okay with it. Put it together. Put that laser back on. More of that. More of that. And some of that. There we go. See, and the Shadowhawk is almost back in one piece. Jaeger's waiting an arm. Clint is in pieces. Hey, we got that cockpit back up. Patch that. Heatsink that you're stuck on, and you can work on that. Catapult will be out of my bay hopefully soon. I need another gosh darn cockpit. Because they shared a tonnage bracket. Okay. Otso, I guess. Thundertrosa patch job. Yeah, working on another 3. I really shouldn't have my really super good techs work on that. Yeah, my really super good techs need to like fix them properly. That's an 8. We'll do that on the 4. Place a medium laser. We're out of medium lasers. Wait, what? That's not okay. Order me a whole bunch of medium lasers. To be fair, we actually don't normally lose medium lasers. We just use medium lasers. I went out with the hairspray. It was the hairspray. Bo was the wild child of the family. Oh yeah, that is true. Bo uses a lot of AC-20s. That's true. They've got auto cannons for days. Again. All that. There we go. His right arm. Wow, really? Of course, it's a replacement part. That for the 6. Put the jump jet back together. You broke it. Of course, you broke it. Well, at least that allows me to then replace the other leg that it lost. We did a number to that, Clint. We ripped that thing apart. Now we're putting it right back together. Oh, the battle's today? I thought I moved the battle, didn't I? Oh, it is today. Personnel. Brick, how you feeling? Brick's guts are tied back together. Nice! Under 500, you will not be enough. Tortoise is more ready for action. Atlas with nothing but AC3s. In Mech Warrior, you can get away with that. 8 days. Shell, you are 8 days from coming back into the battle. 10 days on Pyro for his concussion, which he should have been in the infirmary. Oh no, he was in the infirmary. Huh. It's prisoners that I forgot to assign. Getting the best care that you shouldn't get. The 10 days on a concussion off of Pyro from previous injuries. But Thunder is 2 days away. Oh my god. Wow. Shadow Wolf is about to leave. Oh, so Shadow Wolf has leveled up and he's about to be shifted out of Diamondback. Okay, that's big. Yeah. Bo got time to get back in? Yes, Bo is here to play. So let's put a cut in here for YouTube, and then we'll actually fight out this Boa battle. So to my YouTube people, thank you very much for watching. I have been Derek. If you like what I'm saying, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see a notification every single time I release one of these videos, then you need to press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and we'll see you all in the next episode. Ta-ta.